In recent years, Chelsea's story has been defined by constant rebuilding, expensive signings, changes on the touchline, and mounting frustration. The club searched relentlessly for new protagonists, players capable of restoring the European prestige Chelsea once carried with authority. And in the middle of that turbulent process, one name emerged with unexpected force, despite his age: Estevão William. At just 18 years old, he arrived in London carrying more than Chelsea's trust. He carried the attention of the entire football world. The transfer fee raised eyebrows, but his talent quickly justified every investment. Even before setting foot on Stamford Bridge, expectations were already sky high. And when he finally stepped onto the pitch, it became clear this was not simply a bet on the future. His impact was immediate. He changed the tempo of the team, the attacking dynamics, and even the atmosphere inside the stadium. With every match, that feeling only grew stronger. Estevão's journey at Chelsea is still in its early chapters, but it already feels impossible to ignore. Everything he has shown so far suggests the club found more than a prospect. It found someone capable of altering the course of a season. Before Estevão's arrival, Chelsea were in a strange place. The club had won the Club World Cup with a solid and surprising campaign, yet there was still a sense that something was missing. The squad was filled with young, talented players capable of producing great moments, but it lacked a figure who could ignite the crowd, shift the rhythm of matches, and represent a beginning of a new era. The team was competitive, but it lacked sparkle. It lacked that player who creates anticipation with every touch of the ball. That was the context in which Estevão appeared. A humble boy, always smiling, who never forgot his roots. Even living in England, he still plays drums at church because that is who he is. Stamford Bridge has welcomed many great talents over the years, but it was not prepared for how quickly a Brazilian teenager would begin to transform the club's atmosphere. From the start, one question hovered in the air. Was he really ready to carry the weight of Chelsea? Estevão signed a contract until 2030 and chose the number 41 shirt. His minutes were limited at first, but he was always direct and fearless. His first appearance in front of Chelsea supporters came in a friendly against Bayer Leverkusen. When he entered the match, the tempo changed. He took defenders on, created chances, and exceeded expectations. Minutes later, he scored his first goal in blue, and the crowd understood instantly. There was something special here. He continued to impress in friendlies, including against Milan, but it was in official matches that his name truly gained momentum. In the Premier League opener against Crystal Palace, he started on the bench. When he came on in the second half, he injected pace, dribbled past defenders, made penetrating runs, and created chances. Even after missing a clear opportunity inside the box, he completely altered Chelsea's attacking flow. Analysts pointed to his aggression and depth. The match ended in a draw, but supporters were already calling for him to start. Against Aston Villa, fate intervened. Cole Palmer was injured during the warm-up, and Estevão was thrown straight into the game. Nervous at first, he misplaced a pass, but he did not hide. He asked for the ball again, pushed the attack forward, and at just 18 years old, delivered a perfect assist for Enzo Fernandez to score. Chelsea's official website highlighted the moment, the youngest player in club history to register an assist in the Premier League. As his performances improved, Estevão gained space in the team. He made his first start at Stamford Bridge, thrilling the crowd with every touch. Soon after, he received his first call-up to the Brazilian national team, and it didn't take long for him to score his first goal in yellow. In the Champions League, he made his debut against Bayern Munich, even in defeat. Then came his first major classic, Liverpool. Coming off the bench, he played just 15 minutes and still scored the winning goal deep into stoppage time. Despite the highlights, he remained a substitute in several matches, which sparked frustration among Chelsea fans toward head coach Enzo Maresca. The manager explained his decision clearly. Estevão is a top-level talent, but he needs time. The responsibility was to protect him, not rush his development. That patience paid off. Against Ajax in the Champions League, Estevão started. He won a penalty in the first half, stepped up and converted it. In doing so, he became the youngest player in Chelsea history to score in the competition. He even attempted an overhead kick later in the match. One thing was obvious: this kid wants to make history. In the Carabao Cup, he scored a beautiful chip goal. Against Karabag, he found the net again in the Champions League, confirming that his influence was no coincidence. But one final test was still missing, and it arrived. On November 25, 2025, Chelsea faced Barcelona at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. On one side, Lamine Yamal, on the other, Estevão William. European media framed the match as the beginning of a generational rivalry that could define the next decade. The game was intense. After an own goal gave Chelsea the lead, the decisive moment came in the second half. A mistake in Barcelona's midfield, the ball fell to Estevão, and he produced a stunning, unforgettable goal. That night became a moment of consecration. European outlets described his goal as a breathtaking solo effort that put Chelsea back on track in the Champions League and overshadowed the hype surrounding Yamal. In post-match interviews, Estevão appeared overwhelmed, calling it the biggest night of his career. Maresca praised him but urged caution, emphasizing that excessive comparisons only create unnecessary pressure. On social media, Chelsea supporters began saying he was the most exciting talent the club had seen since Eden Hazard. But the Premier League quickly delivered its harsh reality. Matches against Arsenal, Leeds, and Bournemouth brought struggles, mistakes, and inconsistency. The contrast became clear. Estevão can decide games on the biggest stages, but he is still learning how to survive the weekly grind of English football. So far, his numbers stand at 19 appearances, 5 goals, and 1 assist. And after this arc of euphoria, challenge, and growth, one simple question remains. When the next big night arrives, will he repeat the brilliance he showed against Barcelona, or reveal something even greater? The story is only beginning, but Estevão William has already shown exactly what he is capable of. What do you think about his football at Chelsea? Leave your opinion in the comments.